All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight at Old Nick's, how's everybody doing? Yes, all right. Ready to rock? We're here to celebrate art and music and some people who are leaving us apparently and going on to... What's that?
Rose and Jules, we're
Rose
moving
and
to New York.
Jules, yes, moving to New York, filming along the way from what I take it and making it an art thing. Great to have met you through this. Very happy to be here, to be a part of this experience. Hope you all enjoy what I have to offer. This is Art for Truth. Thank you, Old Nicks, and thank you all for your ear and your time. There's only just one thing that you can do. And that's go dee 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 da Oh, and sometimes the only thing that you can say is dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da. Oh, and sometimes the only way that you can be. Oh, yes, sometimes the only way that you can fly. Because there is a power to a little doodly-doo. Sometimes we have to let our mind get abstract and get a little fluid too. Not always about analyzing or putting things together in some physical analytical way. Sometimes it's just the rhythm, that diddly-boo that makes you say, hey, I'm feeling a little better today. Oh yeah, that beat, that rhythm, that abstraction, that traction, oh yeah. You can feel it in his heart, it is in the air, it is everywhere. You can feel it all over you, stemming from that primordial goo, that's right, that ancient soup that makes up all of us, that primeval poop. Me, you, the bacteria too, we are evolution. Oh yeah, you can really feel it in your veins, in fact in your skin, in some of your organs. Literally trillions of microorganisms living around and within you. Bacteria and stuff of all kinds of different forms. All making up you, part of the everyday norm, the colonial organism that you are. Tied heavily and connected to evolution. All of us striving in some way for life, for continuation, moving away from strife, from the tiniest microorganisms to the greatest kings, to those who levitate on the mountaintops and with the deities sing. We are all tied to the greater life essence, the thing that would have us all grow and know and continue to be. It is evolution, it is life, it is energy. Oh yes, it is not just an idea or something for us to fear. No, we are evolution. Yeah, I recently went to the ocean, and you can feel it there with all its motion. Yes, it really has a, dare I say, maternal devotion to nurturing life, to having things be. You can feel it in the sea. And I can look out directly in the ocean and I can start feeling it tingling in my veins. Billions of years of life, just on this planet alone. But remember, even the oceans eventually, or they came from the stars. The oceans come from the sky. Don't forget, we are all stardust in some way, shape, or form floating along the universal stratosphere. And even that in itself is life, part of evolution. The earth evolves, it breathes, it grows, it will eventually die. But planets evolve, life evolves. One thing that evolution is, and you can all feel it and all know, evolution is change, growth, mutation, questioning in some way. Because if the DNA didn't change somehow, then all the bacteria, they'd all still be exactly the same. But no, for some reason, and I believe it's some great manifestation of an energy, an entity keeping life going and continuing that visual and incredible kinetic harmony that is a physical reality. Life needs to change and the DNA is rearranged. And I would be very surprised if it was not devised in some great, great way that we cannot quite see, but our consciousness can imagine and let us be with. And that's one of the other great things about evolution and us as conscious beings is that we are actually growing and moving and learning. And consciousness is a new part of life that's really been developing on this planet recently through us, maybe through the whales and some other beings, but we really see it through us. And if we can connect greater, with a greater strength and love and devotion to life through our consciousness, that will itself evolve. And art is what involves consciousness. Art, the beat, the rhythm, the movement, the beauty, the greater connection of life that's more than just eating and fucking and sleeping and starting all over. It's being with beauty, being with love, being with life. And that is evolution. For we are evolution. Now we have a choice as people. We can continue to grow, learn, evolve, change, and rearrange with our consciousness. There are even ways that we can maybe learn to manipulate our own DNA. Learn to speak with telepathy, telekinesis, and all of these things, and other types of supernatural thesis. Well, they are very real. There's something that we can feel, and some of us know. And through it, we will continue to grow and evolve. Oh yes, magic, the powers of fantasy, the elves, Lord Lorien, Rivendell. I do not believe that this is fantasy. No, I do believe it is prophecy. What we can be if we grow and learn and continue to evolve. Oh yes, but the powers that be would have us not see. They would have us fight each other and devolve into some other gross sort of entity. For some reason, there's a force that we wish life to not be at all, and that's where they're coming from some reason. But we have to stand tall. Human consciousness, human beings, human love, art, it's too beautiful, too wonderful and beautiful an energy to just throw away. We need to help it evolve and live another day, each of us, through our art, through our love, through how we help each other. Yeah, that's how we're gonna save each other. Have another day. We are evolution, here to be custodians in some way. We are evolution. We are evolution. We are evolution. Revolution. Responsibility of consciousness is to help evolution. Whatever small ways that we can. We are evolution. All right, thank you very, very, very much, everybody. Thank you. As much as we can all do, learn and grow. Gosh, and we're so young. Life is so still very young, and there's so much more we can do. My goodness. We're worried about 5 years from now. Yeah, I am too. But gosh, think about 1,000,000 years from now, what humans could be. So, important energy. You know, there's a lot of different species of life that have art in some way, and or at least have consciousness, I believe, or something to say, that we can learn from if we give them a chance to help save our Earth and live another day. Well, I'm still working on it. It's not a very good impression, I know. Oh yeah, but that's my little attempted impression to communicate through the whale song. Oh yeah, those noises that whales make deep out in the sea. You might hear them if you're out that way, or maybe you've seen them or heard it on TV. The yes, of their whale-like majesty. Yes, whales have been evolving and working on their music for millions of years. Singing it more or less without fear. Oh yes, and we have learned, we know that the whales, their songs are actually songs. They're not just some random things like barking at the moon. Oh no, they are crooning at the moon. And we have learned by studying their patterns over years that sometimes a whale will start a song and it will go a year and it will reach the other end of the world. And it will come back to another whale song and it'll pick up right where they left off. Who knows what they're talking about? Oh, the whale song. Whales be singing about anyway? Oh yeah, deep in the sea, just big fish, right? No, oh no. Their brains are bigger than yours and mine. And they spend all their time feeling the barometric pressures and all of the feelings of the sea, the waves, constantly the movement, the pulse, the rhythm of the sea. And could it be that they have an understanding of how it works, its majesty, the deep geometric ongoings and goings-on of the earth, deep underneath from where we cannot see? Maybe whales know more about what's happening seismically, volcanoes and other type earthquake-type activities, than we could ever know with our science and technologies. Maybe through their song or through the way they're connected to the water and the earth, they could predict earthquakes years ahead of their time before they happen. But we won't know until we learn to listen to understand the whale song. Oh yeah, and beyond singing about the different functions of the sea, okay, and the physical reality of what happens in the ocean, its pressures, its motion. Whales are big mammals, you see, family creatures. Some made for life. They play, they grow up, they have adolescence. They may have a great lot to sing about the connection of life, the connection of family, the connection of a species. Sometimes I wonder, you think about it, there might be a great, great love song of some ancient, powerful whales, maybe the first of the humpbacks. Maybe there's a love song that the whales have been singing and repeating amongst themselves for billions of years about these great, powerful whales that came together and maybe one of them died, but not before. She was made a bride in the whaleway and they had children. And maybe they were the very first humpbacks and for millions of years they've been growing and evolving and the whales have been singing that song. I mean, we have some songs that go maybe thousands, a couple thousand years, and we think that's quite something. Imagine the power and majesty of poetry and music that goes for millions of years. Oh yeah, they could have all kinds of great, wonderful, epic poetry. Maybe they have some great meditations and beauty that even Lao Tzu would be jealous of, as far as the understanding of the balance and nature of reality from their perspective in the sea. Oh yeah, so much love and power coming from the whale song. And so while the whales are singing this song, keep in mind that there is some very different kinds of, well, physics when it comes to radio waves and stuff that happen in the water than it does with air, or at least things are slowed down. Whales can go as deep as 20 hertz. Sound that we can't necessarily hear, but you see the whale rhythm of the whale song, even at 20 hertz, can be carried by the current and oceanic waves from one pole to the other. Essentially, a whale can communicate with other whales and sing their song, tell them what's going on, from Antarctica all the way to the Arctic. Oh yeah, so down there by Antarctica, they could be singing a song about what's going to be happening in the sea in a year, and then maybe 6 months later. The whales of St. Paul, Alaska, or up in the Arctic, hear the song and they're able to migrate just a little bit differently, or mate a little bit differently, or whatever it is. We don't even know. We're just learning to understand the whale song, but that power can go and go all across the earth. Oh yeah, but this is where the song becomes a little bit of a tragedy. Yeah, the whales have been singing and having this great majesty for millions of years. Maybe they're great custodians of the sea, and the rhythm and the vibrations of the whale song sometimes somehow affect the DNA of the other creatures of the sea. Maybe they've been involved in evolution in some way. Sound does have a rhythm, a power to affect other things and objects we've seen this. We've seen this in inanimate objects as well as living things. Maybe without any whales singing in the sea, it would change completely. Life as we know it would change. Be rearranged. So the whales have been singing these songs for a long time. Oh yes, the reason of the rhyme of the great noises of the sea. And then along comes a predator that they did not have for millions of years. As mankind swept the oceans and started systematically destroying the whales. Now we all know about that. We all know that humans have treated the whales like big fish, and commercial fishing has been made devastation upon many species of whales throughout the whole ocean and all over the planet. Countries like Japan have actually just reinstated commercial whaling. They're sliding through some loopholes in the laws. It's not okay, shame on you, government of Japan. Shame on you for prohibition as well, but that's another story. But even more tragic, if you can believe it, than the systematic slaughter of the whales are big motors that we put in the ocean. Oh yeah, our great weapons of war and all of the pollution literally create sound vibration barriers in the ocean that prevent the whale song from traveling as far as it can all over the land. And so because of the things that we are doing in the water and into the sea, we have tragically shortened the lifeblood of the whales and cut their song off almost completely. Imagine you have a sick mother with cancer in New York City, and you're here in Eugene. You talk to her on the phone every day, make sure that she's okay and that she hasn't yet passed away. And one day you go to pick up the phone to call her and there's nothing on the line. You can't hear her at all. You try your cell phone, nothing at all. You go on your computer, go on Messenger. There's no connection whatsoever. You're freaking out. You look out the window of your house, you see other people are starting to freak out too. What's going on? Nobody can call anybody. And you're wondering if your mom's okay, did she pass away? And this goes on. And you're going insane. You have no idea. Well, this is what we've done to the whales. By cutting off their lines of communication, we have literally created a barrier in how they communicate, how they live with each other, and how their species interact with themselves and the ocean. It's unbelievable if you think about the consequences, the reprehensible act of cutting off a species' entire line of communication. Oh, we can learn so much from the whales, from their tales, from how we might help save the world, how we might help clean the sea. Oh, if we could treat them more equally. With all the technology that we have, from our own planet, from outer space, from all the technology we have that we use for war and fighting each other, we could easily create vessels that could sweep through the sea, clean it up. We could actually have ways of traveling the sea with soundless motors. Yes, we have the capacity to have that technology. And we could do so much to minimize our impact on the whale song. And maybe we can all learn to get along. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much we can learn from the whales, from the dolphins, from the cow. the elephants, from the mushrooms. Oh my gosh, the language of the mycelium. Absolutely amazing. From the trees, so much. Well, there's extraterrestrial life, of course. There's interdimensional life, but we need to learn how to communicate with our own fellow animal and life on this planet, plant and other types of life. All right, little instrumental for now, I think. See what happens.